Hello and welcome. We're here at the Kensington Oval. You join us for this 2020 match between the St Lucia Kings and the Jamaica Tallawahs. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Ali. It looks like the captains are ready for the toss. Let's go pitch side.
Good decision to bowl first here. The openers won't find this easy in the early overs. Got to be a great chance for some cheap wickets.
Players making their way out. It's a great crowd in today with plenty of atmosphere around this ground. Plenty of wickets on offer and runs. Batters and bowlers are in the game. And there's some quality players in both teams. So I'm expecting an even contest. Let's see what happens. We're about to get underway and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Edged it. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Finds the fielder with that shot. Two runs coming from that over. The Tallawahs are 2 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Joel Garner end. Cuts that off well in the infield. Bold, stunning delivery.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket.
Brooks watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Goes over the top with that shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be four.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Six of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
They're off to a great start. Batters timing the ball well, and the bowlers look a little bit rattled.
Edge, but it drops safely. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Doesn't beat the infield. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Drilled that one away. Five runs added there. The Tallawahs are 22 for 1. Go through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Duplessis, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Couldn't get it through the field. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Ten runs added there. The Tallawahs are 32 for 1. William from the Malcolm Marshall end. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Straight to the fielder. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Four runs added in the over. The Tallawahs are 36 for 1. Joseph, coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Thick edge.
It was a shorter ball, but seen really early. Quickly onto the back foot and powered over the boundary for 6.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Brilliant diving stop. Some well-targeted bowling in that over, certainly something to build on.
The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
Pierre, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the Malcolm Marshall end. Catch, caught and bowled. Didn't time it at all and mid-on with an easy catch.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Edged. Bowler and fielders look really confident. End again. See you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
On a hat-trick now. Don't worry, the nerves will be there for the bowler and the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Over, the Tallawahs are 45 for 3. Joseph from the Joel Garner end. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4. How will he reply?
Massive outside edge. That's the over. The Tallawahs are 52 for 3.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Finds the edge. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. And deep point holds on to an easy catch. Didn't have to move much at all. Cut away, but straight to point for the easy catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
coming to the wicket. They'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
The right armour is coming into the attack.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Fabian ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Finds the fielder with that shot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Primus has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Pierre from the Malcolm Marshall end. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. How will the bowler respond?
End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. No. Terrible shot. Huge. That has flown.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Oh my, that's racing away. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary.
Right out of the textbook, off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Chase into the attack now from the Malcolm Marshall end. Oh, that's beautifully struck right out of the guts and all the way.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Missed it. That was a chance. Everyone's gone up.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Goes through it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like we'll carry.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crushed away for 4.
Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg, though. The big one, 12 runs out of there. The Tallawahs are 94 for 5. Primus from the Joel Garner end. Thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Crash! Beautiful bowling.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Was quick onto that in the infield. Three added in that over. The Tallawahs are 97 for 6. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Edged it. Chase with a huge appeal. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Drilled that one away. Chase finishes an economical over and walks away with a wicket, which was fully deserved. Amir waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. Might look to go big again here.
That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Misses everything. Wow, that's missed the lot. Primus has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Chase from the Malcolm Marshall end. Warwick, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. How will he reply?
Out. No. Somehow it's missed everything. Missed it. Stumping opportunity. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Ah, fantastic catch. Tried to go aerial, but straight to extra cover.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Lots of pressure coming in to bat. You'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. William back on now.
Is coming into the attack.
Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Thick edge.
Mistimed it completely. Did just enough to get it to the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Scamper through for a single. Good running. Nice shot, but straight to gully. 7 runs added there. The Tallawahs are 129 for 8. Top catch that out on the boundary. Deep mid-wicket. Had to get on their skates, and they've taken a terrific catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Well, that's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary, though.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. 6 runs added in that over. The Tallawahs are 135 for 9. William to wrap up the innings. Edged it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Couldn't get it through the field. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Everyone's gone up. Bowlers have leaked way too many easy runs in that innings. It's a big total to chase down. You're going to need some good batting partnerships. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Amir coming in.
Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Amir shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
King, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Big edge, where's that going? Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Finds the fielder with that shot. That's the over. The Kings are 15 for none.
One gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Salman coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Charles was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
No, terrible shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be four. Was quick onto that in the infield. 5 runs added in that over. The Kings are 20 for none.
We're 2 overs down into the second innings and they're scoring freely at the moment and hold an early advantage.
Goes over the top with that shot.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. That's not the type of ball to be bowling.
Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, and collect that one though.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that onto the boundary.
10 runs added in that over. The Kings, 30 for none. Great shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Straight to the fielder. Great shot through the gap.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Kings are 38 for none.
Well, I think the bowlers would be a bit disappointed with how they've come out at the start, but they can definitely rein it in a bit still.
Warwick, the spinner, coming into the attack. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Crash! Beautiful bowling.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball.
Future Kings.
Four runs added there. The Kings are 42 for 1.
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Power and precision in that shot.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Starting to hit their stride. A fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Duplessis is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Wow, that's missed the lot. End of the over. 9 off it. The Kings are 51 for 1.
So the fielders will push out now. They'll look to limit the boundaries and try to keep it to singles and twos.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Great shot through the gap. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 4 off it. The Kings are 55 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Malcolm Marshall end. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Huge, that has flown.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Duplessis, stand and deliver. Holds the pose, the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. That's the over. The Kings are 68 for 1.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. That's a boundary save for sure. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Misses. How did that not hit? Good shot, driven through extra cover, and they'll pick up 2 more. Beats the field with a great shot. Over. The Kings are 72 for 1. Fabian, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Malcolm Marshall end. Edged. Wow, that's a huge appeal for the catch. If there's something on it, it was the faintest of edges. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Edged, what a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Gone aerial with that one. It'll land safe. Might not be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the Joel Garner end. Big edge. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Huge edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Good shot, a beauty. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Thick edge. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Kings are 89 for 2.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Oh, great shot on the up. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Gone through the air, but 4 more.
Pushed onto the front foot and presented the full face of the bat.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Finds the edge. 7 runs added there. The Kings are 96 for 2. Green from the Joel Garner end. Edged. And gone. Amazing from the keeper. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Rajapaksa ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. Nicked it. 9 runs added there. The Kings are 105 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Doesn't beat the infield. Oh, that's a wondrous stroke, straight through the covers.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Fabian shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Nice shot, but straight to gully. That's the over. The Kings are 117 for 3.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Gets that away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Drilled it. No chance there for the fielders. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Smacks that away through the gap. It's going a long way. What a shot.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that. Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Beats the field with a great shot. $15 runs added there. The Kings are 132 for 3. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Malcolm Marshall end. Great shot through the gap.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Just 2 to win.
edged it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Cracking shot, over pitch and got what it deserved. That's 4 more. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6. That win never looked in doubt from very early in the match. It's been a great performance and a deserved win.
That ended up being a very easy win in the end, just staying ahead of the game all the way through. Goodbye from all of us here in the commentary box, and see you